Hey, first grade, today off of the supply table, you're going to need to get one messy paper, you're going to need a white sheet of paper, a blue sheet of paper, a paintbrush, and a folder. I'm going to set the folder and the blue sheet of paper off to the side right off the bat. And I need to put my name on the back of that white sheet of paper. Mr. Calvert, you are my one and either A, B, or C. I'm going to flip it over. And the first thing we need to do is we need to paint our background. At your tables you have some red and you also have some blue. We are going to be painting our background so that it is a purplish color. As you know, when you mix two primaries together, you get a secondary. When I mix red and blue together, I'm going to get purple or violet. So I'm going to start with some red. Using the toes of my brush, I'm going to paint the entire thing red. I'm going to work kind of quickly because we are going to mix the paint right on our paper today. And I don't want that paint to dry before I can mix it. Alright, so my entire sheet of paper has been painted red. Now I'm going to use some of that blue. I'm not going to worry about a water dish today. We're going to mix it right on the paper. So I'm going to put some blue over top of all of that red I just put. You'll see I get kind of a reddish violet because that red is kind of overpowering the blue. Alright, after you've painted this purple by doing red and then blue, brush is going to go in the dirty brush bin, and your painting on top of your messy paper is going to go in the drying rack. Then you come back to your seat and you're going to work on making some icicles. So after I'm all done painting, I'm going to take that folder. You probably have somebody's name on it. You're going to scribble that out and you're going to put your own name. Write it kind of small, that way I can keep having people add their names to it. And you're going to put 1 in whatever class you're in. I'm going to undo the clasp if it's not already done because I need to put some stuff in it later on today. Setting it off to the side. Now I can take this blue sheet of paper and I'm going to tear it vertically. Alright, so make sure your paper is going up and down. I'm going to pinch the top of my paper and one hand is going to pull down or towards me. The other hand is going to push away from me. So I get something like this. All right, these are going to become some of our icicles. I could tear it again from up here, or I can flip it over and tear from the other direction. If your icicle has a flat side, you can either try to tear along that edge very carefully, or you can glue the flat side down to the edge of your background next time. Either one. I'm going to tear some more. You might get some little ones. You might get some bigger ones. I'm working on pushing and pulling using my fingers. I'm going to tear up that entire sheet of paper. If I get one that I tear from the top all the way to the bottom so that it has a flat side on each end, that's not good. So I'm actually going to find a spot and just tear it a little bit. Like that. It looks like I can probably get one more out of this. Right? After I've torn up that entire sheet of paper so to get these nice icicles, remembering that I pulled it vertically, I'm going to put them in my folder. That way I can use them next class, and then I am done for the day. Alright, so the very first thing you do is you're going to get your art supplies, put your name on the back, then you're going to paint using red, then you're going to paint using blue to make your background. Put it on the drying rack. Then you're going to put your name on your folder and tear that blue sheet of paper. Remember that you want your paper to be vertical. That way our icicles can be kind of long. Right, when you're that far, put this on the supply table. Then you need to clean up and either read or free draw or weave.